Since Riot enjoys making characters ridiculously overpowered out of absolutely nowhere, they decided to give Deadlock the Great Wall of China as their free piece of utility. That's right, even your boosted bottom frag who doesn't know that you have the capability to buy abilities will still have one of these, every single round. But if you would hope that was all they buffed, then you'd be disappointed. They also increased the range of her censorship so that enemies have less of a chance of escaping them. Anyways, moving back to her wall. It is much more used than just blocking enemies. It can also be used to piss your teammates off. Well, I hope it doesn't decide to make a rude comment to me in return. After that disgraceful sentence from this human, the only thing that's left to do is to trap him once again. Well, I don't think he's any way out, unless stage wall's over. Well, too bad he's a fucking idiot. After noticing my chamber has short-term memory loss and doesn't use the only piece of utility that makes him viable, I have to deal with the enemy myself. Using the Great Wall of China, we can catch the enemies off guard with their backs turned. Raze unfortunately escaped solitary confinement, but I'm sure I don't have that immortal gun buddy for no reason. We'll take care of her, no problem. For the crime of playing Valorant, I sentence Killjoy to the corner. And once again, the Great Wall of China is very effective at blocking enemies from getting to you and securing kills while they aren't even shooting at you. Deadlock's final ability, Graet, is 100% the funniest. She throws a net forcing anyone, including you, to crouch until you take the net off. And finally, her ult, which I so gracefully display here. If you've been here long enough, you've probably picked up on the fact that I may possibly be the greatest player to ever touch this game. Was this clip against bronze and silver players unrated? Maybe, but that's completely irrelevant. Moving on. Now, after the last time you saw me use Deadlock ult, my claim of the best player to ever touch this game might be in jeopardy. But alas, that was all just a ruse to confuse you. Idiot! Fool! I am the best! Nobody can stop me! Like and subscribe, please. Bow down to the best player of all time. Alright, just come. I'm the fucking best! So as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted. You can use Deadlock's ult to bait out enemies into shooting at their teammates to save them, when in reality, it was all just a setup, and they never even stood a chance. Put in a 1v2 situation against the literal reincarnation of Flex Ninja, we rely on purely skill and intuition, or in other words, my sensor trips to secure this round. Cypher unfortunately doesn't understand that he's playing against the greatest player to ever touch this game, and unfortunately, there's nothing he can do. We're actually inside of Gecko's brain and miss these shots on purpose to bait him into my trip where we can then take him out with no problem. What you're about to witness is not for the weak of heart. This clip is very special, just like everyone in this round including me. After watching Yoru teleport a total of 3 feet, he gets his head blown off and wiped the enemy team out faster than the 2024 Mets season ended. Sometimes your presence alone, or the fact that the enemy player couldn't hit water if they jumped out of a boat is the reason for your domination. Her Gravna is super useful for stopping enemy pushes, and with a well-timed smoke, it can be used to catch an entire enemy team off guard. Speaking of stopping pushes, her ult is even better, allowing you to bait out enemies to pick up 2 kills for the price of 1. 1v4s are barely a problem when you combine the enemy's stupidity, Deadlock's ability to hold off enemies, and most of all, the fact that I'm the greatest player in history. Add on to a 1v1, all we have to do is ult him and we get a free win. By using the power of friendship, or in other words, baiting the absolute fuck out of my teammates, picking up kills becomes a breeze. Putting our kit on full display with the noise sensors catching Raze completely off guard, we also use the Gravet's audio cue to pick up on me in the corner. We don't need to see her to kill her. Now that it's just on a harbor, all we have to do is find out where he is and send an ult in our direction to easily secure this round. Alright, we got everything all planned out. We got him stunned, all we got to throw a Gravenet, and it's just easy. We get 1 and the other 2 might as well be a free kill. As I've said, her util is very good at delaying, especially from planting the spike. And once we get control of it, we can use the Great Wall of China to stop the enemy team from getting to it. It also works as an off angle for us to use, as enemies don't usually expect us to peek through it, but in this case, it works to our advantage. Sometimes you can even use her ult as just a normal gun. Just simply swing a corner and shoot it and pray that they have the aim of a 6-year-old who doesn't have the use of their arms or legs. Gravenet can also be used to clear corners, and if you time it just right with the audio cue, you basically have a free kill as they go to take it off right as they crouch. This KO has completely no chance as he went to go take it off as I put it, and now it's just all down to my spectacular aim. Have you ever thought to yourself, I really wish I could create my own off angle so I can wipe out this family of, enemies in Valorant. Well, with this wall, you can. All you have to do is accidentally throw it in a place you didn't mean to, and in a 1 in 100 chance it lines up perfectly, you can use this to wipe all of them out. The sheriff is awesome in her hands, and son of a bitch, that was my kill. But it's fine. I don't actually care about kills. I don't really need them. The only thing that matters is winning. Yeah, no, I definitely don't care. No, I'm serious. I really don't. Sometimes your utility isn't even needed, but then again, I am the greatest player to ever live, so that may not really apply to you. Graman is easily the best piece of utility to catch enemies off guard, and is really effective at getting multi-kills, especially against enemies who probably have their head set on backwards. All that's left to do is to play unpredictable off angles an enemy won't expect us to come from, and now that we have 4 kills, you know what time it is. It's time to go up and to secure my ace. And finally, we're down to the combination of everything we've learned. We can combine Deadlock's ult with our superior aim and intellect. Her ult is used as a stall tactic, and we can pick up kills with aim that's on par with 10s. After that, all that's left is to bait our teammate and win the round. Honestly, it's really just too easy. Well, thank you all for watching this video that definitely came out right on time.